Alexis Joy
Hello.
from Alexis Joy VIP Access. It is so, so great to meet you, and you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And first off, I just want to congratulate you on all the spectacular success with your career and with the release of Netflix's Finding Ohana out now.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yes, it's a very big day, and I'm so happy to be chatting with you on the milestone monumental day itself. So, again, congratulations. Now,
Thank you.
I watched the film and I absolutely love it. I love your character and, of course, her grand entrance in the movie. So, can you tell us a little bit more about your character in Finding Ohana?
Yeah, so Hana, I mean, she is everything that I am. So it's just hilarious getting to play this character. When I got this opportunity to play Hana, it was too funny reading the script knowing that everything about her was something about me. I mean, I made the joke that they wrote the script about my life. I mean, she's this Hawaiian girl that was born and raised in Hawaii with her culture, her family, everything that I did also, and her desire to go out and chase her dreams, but the fear that comes with that. So, same thing I went through before I moved to LA when I was in high school, wanting to go and chase my dreams, do these things, but not wanting to leave my family. They're my best friends. So being away from them was going to be the hardest thing. And then into the depths of Hana where she's just this sassy, fun character, She takes no BS from anyone and but the thing about her is she's a protector. So that's where I really connected with what Hana stands for. She protects her friends, her family, her culture, everything around her. She wants to make sure everyone's happy and everyone is taken care of. So that's why someone like E coming into the mix and stirring that up was something she didn't enjoy. I kind of like to picture for Hana that E was a project in her eyes, someone she needed to help guide back to, maybe their Hawaiian culture, their family, something that she could see in E that he was fighting and trying to run away from, something that she does the complete opposite. She embraces her culture, embraces her family. And I think Hana being that kind of intelligent girl, she sees it and she wanted to pull that out of E. So that was kind of the fun push and pull with E and Hana throughout the film. But oh man, Hana was just a thrill to play.
That is so amazing. And again, I love watching your character. She's such a strong girl power personality. So
Yes.
love it. Now, you talked about E's character, which seeing you guys in the movie is just so much fun. The chemistry, that dynamic that you guys have. So, what was it like working with fellow incredible actors and actresses like Aiono, Owen Vaccaro, and of course,
Oh,
Kea Peahu?
oh my God. My best friends. You just listed off my best friends. I mean, we always talk about how we spent all of 2 months together and they're going to affect me for the rest of my life. We became a family and predictable, I know, finding Ohana, but we truly became this family in this short amount of time we were together. It was almost insane from day one. Jude had our amazing director Jude had this idea to bring us in together and do like an icebreaker week. And we day one, you would have assumed we were friends forever because we were laughing and joking like we've known each other for years and it was so natural, so fun knowing that was the true moment for me, kind of taking that breath going, oh, this is going to be a breeze, this is going to be so much fun. It's kind of nerve-wracking going on a trip for 2 months with people you've never really met before. So that was a really scary part. But when we jumped into it for working, it was awesome. Alex and I, we were two peas in a pod. So it was such a joy working with him. We're both so, everyone makes a joke. We are E and Hana in real life also. We bicker on set. People are like, can you save it for camera? Like we need to, it's just we're comedians and we think we're comedians, but and we just are making jokes. We're so snarky all the time. It's bickering. And then Kea is just the light and joy. She's such this pure little soul, and she's new to work, but you would have never told. She was so professional. She was ready to go. She was here throwing out new ideas. It was so crazy. And then having someone like Owen, who is just this, we're the three newbies and he's here on movie number 10. And he was honestly a source of a lot of information for us. He's just so intelligent himself, and he just carries himself in this way that he's just brilliant, and he's giving us tips throughout. So he was such a fun character. It was this dynamic between the four of us. Every single one of us had a special connection with each other. So it was insane to see how crazy seamless all of it was. Seeing the transfer from characters to real life, you would have never known when the camera was rolling. It was so fun.
I love that. Just like hearing your answer just made my heart so happy because you guys truly made an Ohana. Like it wasn't just the movie, but you guys did also offset as well. And I love seeing the pictures you guys have with each other and all of the fun. So it's so, so beautiful. And everyone needs to watch this amazing film because
Oh,
you guys were
yeah.
the dream team to bring out such
Thank
a beautiful
you.
story.
I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Now, another magnificent part about the movie is that it was filmed in the breathtaking scenery of Hawaii. So, what was that experience like filming this movie there with that great cinematography?
I mean, first of all, just the opportunity to go back home to work in Hawaii was everything. That alone could have sold the job for me. I mean, I had no idea that I would ever have an opportunity like this to come back home and then work on a Netflix movie at that. So we were super blessed from the start to know that we weren't gonna have to do green screen and pretend about anything. This was real. We were in true Kula Valley, super sacred area of Hawaii. We were on beautiful beaches, and we were getting to work in these gorgeous houses up in the mountains. It was such a thrilling feeling to know that none of this was fake. We were in the true Hawaii, and the Hawaii I grew up in, the Hawaii I knew. Everyone knows that my grandma lived 2 minutes down the road from our set in Hawaii. So it was such a nostalgic feeling to be in these areas that I visited growing up. And my family's not from that island, but they were 30 minutes over, a 30-minute plane ride. So they were able to come on over, visit on set, and get to watch. So it was just honestly that full circle moment for me, that what more could you ask for in life? Being home with my family, getting to do what I love. So that, and then the beauty of all the sets and the locations we got to be at, everything was so awesome, and our crew was just amazing. They made it even look more beautiful, if that's even possible. I don't know how, but they managed to do that.
That is so brilliant. I absolutely love that. And again, such a masterpiece of a movie from the cast members, to the story, to the scenery, everything. It's so beautiful. Now, that actually leads to my next question. What was it like for you being able to represent your Hawaiian culture in this film?
Oh, that was the best part. I mean, there was beauty, there was islands, there was all of this, but the culture is what pulled me to this project. I grew up wanting to act, never saw anyone like me on the screen, never knew that was even a possibility. And yet, me being the crazy person I am, I still followed this dream, and I moved to LA. And then I was in LA, and still I never saw any castings for people like me, never saw anything about my culture on the screen. And then this day, this script falls into my lap, and it's talking about this native Hawaiian girl growing up in Hawaii who loves her culture, and she protects it. And I was so like, this moment of being overwhelmed. I'm like, this is not real. Who's playing a prank on me? So jumping into that, and then obviously finding out that I had the honor to play that role of Hana was this overwhelming feeling of just honor to know that it's going to be my face that brings our Hawaiian culture to the screen. It's never been seen in any shape or form. A platform like Netflix, 190 countries around the world. I mean, I would have never imagined that, let alone the culture would reach that far, let alone it's my face that's doing it. So it was so crazy, and jumping in, that was the fun part, is that there was little to no work for me having to do character development, having to learn the background. Everyone, if anything, was coming to me to ask questions. I grew up in this. This was everything I knew. I've worked on other things where I have to go and study the place, the background, knowing things. I'm like, this is home. I This is everything I grew up in. I went to a Hawaiian school. I mean, I'm not an expert or anything, but I knew my stuff and it was so fun. And then just knowing that I had the Hawaii people standing behind me and they were so supportive. Until this day, they're still so excited. And I think the people of Hawaii watching this, they're gonna have a moment of feeling so honored and proud that the true Hawaii, the true culture is gonna be seen on the screen like this. I mean, I still cry to this day sometimes watching it because it's overwhelming. I mean, anyone that comes from, a small island, any group of minorities in general who never get represented on the screen, it's a big moment. It's a moving moment to see everything you have ever known that you grew up around finally be seen by the world. So we're being seen.
Yay, I love that. It's such a heartfelt answer, and it's so great to see this representation. Now, Lindsay, we're going to do a very quick speed round. Are you ready
Ooh,
for
let's
it?
do it.
So the first one is, what is your favorite Hawaiian catchphrase? Because in the movie we hear a lot.
Oh,
So what's your favorite?
you know what? I've actually been asked this once before, and it was funny enough because it wasn't mine. It's Kelly's. It's when Leilani talks about ho'oponopono. She says that all the time. So it's a Hawaiian word. I wouldn't say it's much of a catchphrase, but essentially the idea behind it is make things right. And we were always taught that. And it's such a vital thing to keep in your head always. There's so many problems and fights and things, you encounter in the daily. And to have this reminder of just always make it right, make it right. You're going to sleep better. You're going to feel better if you just make things right.
Excellent. That's so great. Now, who is a dream actor or actress you'd like to work with in a future project?
My God. Okay, my number one. Okay, let's go male. Mark Ruffalo, all time favorite. I love him. I love his acting. I don't know why. Ever since 13 going on 30, he's been just my favorite person on planet Earth. I did Mark Ruffalo, love you. And women, oh God. And that's funny. Wait, it's like either Jennifer Garner or Rachel McAdams, which is too funny because that's my 13 going on 30 cast right there. Maybe that was planned. Maybe we'll do a second one.
Yes,
I could play their daughter, right?
I was
I
thinking
think
the
I
same
could
thing.
play.
But we have to hashtag that and make that happen on social media,
Let's.
and get working with all of them together.
I am so down.
I love it. And also, last one for the speed round is, what is your favorite Hawaiian food or snack?
Hands down, fried rice. We do it very specific in Hawaii, and my dad and honestly everyone around, they like put something called Portuguese sausage, which is like a really popular food we eat out there, and then you do fried rice, and we have something called kalua pig. So you do fried rice and kalua pig, and then poke. Obviously, we just this game's actually kind of insane because I could just go on and on because I could say poi and then lomi salmon and then so the easy word to go is I like Hawaiian food. And then just like it's just we do that in Hawaii. We go like, what do you want for dinner? I go, oh, Hawaiian food for dinner. And they go, okay. And that's like 10 different dishes all in one. So they go, okay, it's perfect.
That is so yummy. That's so great.
Yeah.
Now, you did a fantastic job on that speed round. Now, I have another question, Lindsay, because one of the quotes that I absolutely loved in the film was from Kimo when he said, "We live aloha. Aloha is how we treat ourselves, how we help others." So, if you could give some advice to viewers on how they can live aloha, what advice would you give?
Yeah, you know what? I think that line, that one always hits really hard when he says that because it's true, that goes to a lot of points. First of all, when we talk about self, it's how we treat ourselves. It's that's idea of self-love and self-care, and always knowing that you are enough, knowing that everything about you, no matter flaws or what you love or hate, it's what makes you special and makes you unique. And once you get to this idea of self-love, this love for yourself, aloha for yourself, then you can take it out and spread it to others. Family and friends, blood and not, it doesn't matter in Hawaii. We care for everyone. We give you the shirt off of our back. So having that idea in your community and taking that with you to learn that if you care for others around you, it's the most rewarding feeling for yourself because it'll come back tenfold to you to know that you're always taking care of your community, taking care of the people that show you love. In Hawaii, as long as you're showing love, even if you're not, we really are. We're just the people who, I don't know if it's a byproduct of growing up in paradise, but we're happy people. We show love wherever we can, respect everything. How that's how we carry ourselves in our daily life. So if anyone can step away with any lesson going forward to realize that putting a smile on, looking at others and seeing the beauty in who they are and loving them for everything that they are, even if it's different. That's so important. In this day and age, there's so many struggles and so many problems in the world, and so much of it is sourced from hate, I feel. And if we just flip that to this idea of aloha, love yourself, love others around you, create this community of just light. I think, oh my God, I would love to live in that world because it would probably be a lot easier and a lot more fun. Come to Hawaii, you'll see what it's like.
Yes, that is so wonderful. I love all of the beautiful messages throughout the film. But thank you so very much for
Thank
chatting with me
you.
today, Lindsay, and for bringing out such a magnificent story to life. Everyone should be sure to catch the beautiful Lindsay Watson in Netflix's Finding Ohana out now. Thank you so much
Yay.
again.
Thank you so much.